so you can know that you are the one who have to make the decisions. We are here as professionals to help you with any information that we think it will be leading you to do the proper thing or the right transaction for you and for the market as well. Once we just, we talked about the location and the price, and the issue with the price is that what you are capable of paying and what the market condition. Because sometimes, 250 can get you a bigger house than nowadays, for example. Or in some cities that can get you a condo, but in other cities it can get you a 4-bedroom. And in other places it can get you a 6-bedroom. It just depends on your location and the age of the property and all these things. And when we talk about the mortgage, we will, go into details about the mortgage process, because a lot of people, they think the mortgage is just like once they get that letter, this is it. No, it is not. Once you get the letter, then we will have to find the house. When we find the house, we have to fill a contract, and we call it a purchase offer. And then we submit it to the owner of the property. And if he signs it, then it becomes a binding contract to all parties. And then we give it to your bank of choice or mortgage company, and then they will start the finance process, which takes up to 4 weeks. And that's why we want to educate you about what happens in those 4 weeks. And once we talk about that, then we'll talk to you and also, tell you about the agent. We as professional agents would like to tell you that in order for a good transaction, you have to be a good fit to us and to you. And that's why it's very important when you choose your agent, you choose an agent that you are comfortable with. You understand him. You can trust in him. And that's why we talk to you about that. Up to this stage, you're always free to go to anywhere. But that's why we tell you about it's important, the relationship. What do you expect from an agent? And we'll go into details about what you are expecting is reasonable or not. We will tell you what is the reasonable expectation and what we expect from you, because we are going to go into a journey of find the best possible home for you and your family. And it has to fit your need, but it has to be realistic with what, as professional, we know as the market condition and the quality of the homes available at that time.
وبس للاضافه والتوضيح في النقطه دي انه عشان الواحد يبقى ريل استيت ايجنت في امتحان بتاع السيرتيفيكيشن. جزء من امتحان السيرتيفيكيشن هو مساله بتاعت الاثكس. ما اقدر اقول اخلاق بالعربي، حنقولها كيف؟
يعني اخلاق المهنه.
اخلاق المهنه بالضبط. يعني في حاجات بتحكم انه كيف انه ما يغش الكاستمر، لازم يكون يعني صريح، لازم يوري الحاجات كلها بمنتهى الوضوح وترانسبيرنسي وكذا. عشان كده تلقوا كلام استاذ مرغني يعني فيه نوع من الوضوح وترانسبيرنسي جميله جدا وشفافيه جميله جدا يعني.
So and the last two acronym for MAMA is that the motivation, we ask you about your motivation of buying the house. And that ties in on what we talked about earlier about you want to live a better life for you and your family. You want your kids to play in the backyards. You want your kids to have some friends in the neighborhoods, that you want to be close to your place of worship or your work, or your wife work in the hospital. She goes at 5 o'clock in the morning, so she need to be close to her. This is the motivations for not only you want to own a house, but there's other layers that we try to get into. And that's why we discuss with you in a deeper level what's your motivation of buying a house, to get the most details so we can find you the best house. And once we finish that, for the last A is the appointment. We'll start making an appointment where we will start showing you houses and start the process of purchasing the home. And we'll leave it here until the next question.
Okay. But one question in choosing the realtor. Yeah, there's a lot of companies out there. But now it's a trick question for you. I know you worked in different places, a couple of real estate places.
Yeah.
Why EXP? يعني what is different? I have different, just like I have different options. أنا ممكن لو بدي أشتري بيت ممكن أمشي مع الشركة دي، ممكن أمشي في الشركة دي مع الشركة دي. فأنا ما أخذك في موقف محرج أقول لك أنا أمشي مع الشركة، حقوم أقول لك أنت اشتغلت في أكثر من شركة، ليه اخترت EXP؟ إيه المميزات بتاعت EXP؟
المميزات بتاعت EXP it is a national company. That means now they have agents in 50 states. And that help us as an agents to network so we can serve our clients better. The other things, the agents are part owners in the company. We own stocks in the company. And that means you are not just an agent working for a brokerage, but you are also you have shares you own in that company. And so you will find the agents have a higher commitment. They are motivated because they know they have to work hard to serve their client. And the company with its all capabilities, which is now it has 83,000 realtors throughout the US and Canada. And with that extensive network, we can help everybody, because also we help people who are moving from one state to another state, from one city to another city. So that is what is EXP. I think it will be a great fit, but that doesn't mean for you have to only go with EXP. It is very important you interview other agents. If you think they will serve you better, then you go with them. But EXP being a strong company with commitment to customer service, with a very wide range of services throughout the US. That's why I highly recommend it. And then you will find agents are happier who are with EXP because they feel they have part ownership in the business. And that's why they're handling it as a business, not as just an employee or a profession.
توضيح جميل جدا. احيانا يعني اظن وضحت نقطه جميله جدا. طيب اتكلمنا على السيرشنج، بعد كده الباينج بروسيس نفسه. انت مثلا لو تدينا مقدمه في الموضوع ده، مثلا نحن تقريبا اخترنا البيت، اخترنا الريلتر، خلصنا الاستعدادات، بعد كده بتبدا مثلا شراء المنزل نفسه بعد كده.
Yes.
Okay.
We will start searching for the house with the family. We highly recommend that you bring your family along with you when we are seeing houses, minimum husband and wife, the decision makers. And then we will, from our interview with you and your family, we will select 3 to 5 houses if the market permit, and set up an appointments. Usually the appointments about 30 minutes. And we will visit the house, we will show you the house, we'll give you the information about the size, the square footage, the bathrooms, all that. And most of the time you will have, thanks for technology, you will have a full property report before we meet. So you can go through it and ask questions, and the questions that you might have and the report answer it. We don't need to waste time on it. But the visit is to show you the house, the neighborhood, and that will be our first step of searching. Once we see the houses and you say, well, I like house A, number 1 priority, and house C, number 2 priority, then we'll sit with you and try to narrow it down and say, once you agree with our guidance that A is the better choice, then we will sit and write a purchase offer. This purchase offer, it differs from one locality to another, but basically it is very, the components of it is the same. This is a binding contract. It will talk about the price. It will talk about the timeline. It will talk about the inspections. It will talk about remedies. And then it will talk about transfer of the property to you.
ممكن بس نقطتين سريعات في دي ونواصل.
Yes.
النقطة الأولى ذكر الأستاذ مرغل مسألة الريبورت.
الريبورت كونتراكت.
ايوه بس قصدي ورا شويه كده رجعت ورا شويه لمساله الريبورت. الريبورت ميزتها او لما نيجي نشتري اول مره زي ما قال ومع التكنولوجي انه في حتى اشياء انا ما بهتم لها في اول مره اكيد مهمه جدا. يعني المدارس مسافتها كم؟ هل في سكول باص بيجي في الطريق ده؟ هل المدرسه قريبه للاولاد بالذات لو في الابتدائي والمتوسط مبسوقه مثلا؟ لو في جامعه، لو في مسافه البيت، لو في تصليحات حصلت في البيت لانه السقف لو قديم هدخل في تصليحات كثيره جدا. فبقول لك مثلا السقف الجديد وعلى وارنتي مثلا، في حاجات كثيره جدا يعني دي من الحاجات اللي بيجهزوها علينا وبتكون جاهزه او ممكن نلقاها اونلاين، معلومات كثيره عن البيت والنيبرهود واسعار البيت كومبيرد للبيوت الثانيه. فدي حاجات كثيره موجوده متوفره جدا ممكن يعني الريتا بيساعدنا فيها. ذكر بعد كده مساله الانسبكشن. الانسبكشن انا ما شفت البيت وعجبني محتاج انسبكتور ليه؟ شفتها من كده وبتاع بعيوني العاديه ومبسوط.
And that's بعيونك. And also the previous owner, he did a lot of painting and he washed it with power wash and everything is clean. That looks beautiful to you. Okay. But the inspections are very important and because the inspectors are licensed in every state, they are professionals and they will come and spend in average between 3 to 4 hours inspecting the house in areas that you cannot even see with your بالعين المجردة with your eyes, or you cannot. So those are professionals. They will come and do the inspections for there is 4 areas that most of the contract focus on. We want the house, the structure itself is safe and sound. They will inspect the electrical parts are good. They will respect the safety, and they will respect the health issues in the house. So that is why the inspection is very important. And the inspector reports will find things sometimes, and sometimes it's minor things. We don't have to worry about it. Sometimes it's items that the owner, after he moves in, he can repair them. And sometimes there are major things that we have to have negotiation between the buyer and the seller on fixing it prior to completing the sale.
بس إضافة للنقطة دي زي ما ذكر إنه أحيانا